Hello and welcome to my new gameplay series of this game called Animallica. Yes, I had to restart this series due to a reason that I'm gonna tell you soon. So once you start a new game, you are able to read what happened on Earth, okay, in this game. In 2030, my character says that it has been 5 years since I was stranded out here and almost 10 years since Earth became Dr. Moore's playground of horrors. These 5 years I have been searching for a cure to Dr. Moore's plague, and I think I have finally made a major breakthrough. The key ingredient for the cure is in the new glowing mushrooms that have miraculously started to spawn all around the world. As excited as I am with this good news, there's also bad news. I haven't heard from my colleagues in the main base in weeks and I'm running really low on supplies, so it's time to grab everything I can and head to our land base. With a little luck, maybe I can cure a couple of animals and gather some healthy plants on my way, find out what happened to my colleagues, get supplies, send a few dozens of abominations back to hell, and be back for dinner. These abominations are the mutants that you will find through your gameplay, okay, the enemies, and her colleagues are really dead. Yeah, sadly you are the only survivor able, okay? You're the only one alive that is able to save the animals, okay, and restore life on planet Earth. So here, I advise you to grab several things from this facility, even though you will be finding these things in the world while exploring, okay, in other maps. So it's good to go and dress your clothes straight away, right? And this works as armor that you can upgrade later. Oh, I didn't skip the tutorial. I don't need the tutorial because I already have many hours in this game. Anyway, let's keep going. I like to grab everything here. It's good for a start, though you don't have to. But a few things are very useful for now. And this gold is the main form of currency in this game. And that means that there are other forms of currency in this game, of currencies, for you to be able to trade for cool things with the NPC traders that you will eventually find in a few maps of this game. And I'm gonna go first here, because I need to go there to leave the facility. So let's leave that for the end. And here I think there's only one aid kit, yes, and nothing else. I'm not sure if developers will ever change this starter area and add more things or less things. So this crate has nothing. And here you can always go outside and enjoy the view, but you don't have to. One of the most important things in this game that are these taming and cure potions and the mushrooms. Together with other kinds of mushrooms and plants, you are able to craft more potions in a lab and also tranquilizer formulas to help you put down animals, cure and tame them. Because every animal in the planet is infected. Some died, but others you can still save. Before going further, don't forget to... Alright, this is a good tutorial, though I'm gonna skip it for now. And this compound bow is quite useful, it's one of my favorite bows of the game. There aren't many, but this one is definitely my choice. You can always craft a wooden bow just in case you forget to grab this compound bow here, though it's a little more weak than the compound one, and you'll eventually find more compound bows in the map. And this LED beacon will help you to find where your corpse is, just in case you died, and it will show up the location in the radar. The radar is that thing on the top left of the screen. So let's leave the facility now. And meanwhile, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I had to restart this series. So after working on the first 3 episodes, I took a long break, okay, a break from not making videos for like 2 weeks, and after that, when I was working in my 4th episode, I felt kind of lost because it's so long time since the 3rd episode and then the 4th. I decided to start this game for better, for the best of me and also whoever follows my series. Okay, sorry about that, but yes, I think this was my best decision now towards this series, and hopefully nothing else will run bad while making this. I'm all bloody and hurt and well, at least I got my knife back. And you'll get this. Every single enemy will drop 1 corrupted heart. I advise you to collect them in order to exchange for something really cool with an NPC trader in the future. And before going forward, let's check behind this area. Nothing much in here, though you can jump over the rocks and see what's behind these rock corridors, alright? There is more land to explore, if you want me to tell you. There's a big field in here that has some creatures for you to kill and animals to tame, okay? So those creatures in there are just some kind of mutant chickens. They are enemies for you to kill. There's a lot of things to do in this game, and also on this map. This map is different from the other maps that you eventually travel to after you find a hot air balloon in this land-based map. This map is more linear in order to help you to learn how to play the game. The other ones give this game really feeling of an open world survival game. That is exactly what this game is, okay? And those maps have open fields and you are more free to roam in there, and that's it. And I'm gonna switch to the tranquilizer arrows because I'm about to hunt a few animals, actually to capture them, not really hunt, but capture. There is a little reminder here telling you that you can only cut the trees, any trees without leaves, so not these wonderful trees, right? You are able to chop down this instead. And I can craft already a stone axe. I'll be finding soon better tools and melee weapons. And another reminder. You can always get back here or to other places the times you wish to grab things that you didn't grab in your way before, and there are many of these things in other places of the game, so don't worry. I just like to grab many things at first, but then my inventory becomes a big mess. Okay, 2. I think there are 3. It's a little hard to spot them in this grass sometimes, so if they are here without the grass, better. What is the 3rd hair? I'm not sure, but as you can see, they are infected, okay? Condition infected. They won't be dying if you don't capture them unless there are enemies around, or if you kill them eventually, you know, accidentally or something. You can keep them forever in your inventory or containers. The thing is that the main target of this game is really saving the animals, taming and cure them. So I advise you to collect as many of these things as possible to make the animals happy again. There are better tools to put these things down faster, but this is all I got now. Alright, and here we'll be finding great stuff. These steel ingots, really useful for you in the future. And this shard, I usually crouch when I'm mining shards, and don't bother trying to mine this with a pickaxe. The best way of mining shards is with a sword. Once you get a long sword or a ninjato or a katana, you are able to put this down way faster. Of course, you should use a pickaxe to mine rocks. Not sure if they will change this in the future. So these shards are used to upgrade your weapons and tools. In a workshop. Poor dear, this didn't survive. I'm not able to craft this one. I need one hardwood unit, but it's okay. I'm gonna switch to the standard arrows now because there's an enemy ahead. You can always use a tranquilizer arrows on mutant enemies like that one there. There is a Gorehound to collect mutated DNA. I'd rather get Gorehound heads instead. And I did a little mistake in here. So I totally advise you, if you're not up to farming enemies in the beginning of the game. Yes, there's this big scream when you destroy these things. If you don't want it to respawn again close to you and try to kill you, I advise you to put down these enemy spawners first before looting the enemy corpses, okay? Otherwise, it will respawn in a while. Gold coin, more gold coins for me, great. Strange box, these storage chests, these sealed chests actually, you can trade those with an animal trader in order to get an exotic species. These facehuggers were consuming this poor soul. Sometimes you find creepy stuff like this in the game. And you don't find many dead animals in other maps as you find here in land-based map. Mostly animals you'll find are still alive, fortunately. And here I can always cook some meat. I don't feel the need of cooking much food in this game because you keep finding different kinds of foods that you can eat like they are, right? And I'm gonna, for example, eat one of these and drink something to restore my status. Glowing mushroom. Gas station with some kind of Carmageddon vehicle in here. dog here, it's sick. I don't even have to tranquilize it. So this one is rare, which means that probably sheepdogs in this color are rare to find in the game. If it said unique, that means that this will be the only one available for you to capture in this game. Okay, makes sense. Unique, only one. Here, be really careful with what you try to recycle, because you may need to use some of these items in the future, and if you sell them, you need to look for more. I can sell the bandages. As you can see, I got more gold. But you don't really have to. Actually, it's useful, okay, for you to sell stuff. The thing is that you can find gold through other ways. More water. Sleeping bag. In order to sleep and pass the night, you will need to craft and place a bed or a sleeping bag. You can always roam around the places during nighttime, but it's way better to play this game in daytime because you will see more, even though you can use torches, but it's not as practical as playing during daytime. So when it's like around 7 PM or 8 PM, I put my character to sleep for like around 12-14 hours and see the daylight again. Oh great, pistol. It's good for a start. They are a little weak, but it's better than having nothing. Okay, they were implemented recently, and I do need to discard a couple of things that I know I won't be needing that fast. Yeah, the inventory gets really full if you keep just looting things like me. But I'll make containers soon. I'm seeing a house in the distance. And there are a few things to show you here. I have no more space for these things. These are used to make tranquilizer formulas. What should I discard? I'm not sure, but actually there's a chest. There are some cows in there. There's a chest in here. You can always leave here a few things that you may not need for now. These things won't be despawning, okay? If you place things in world chests or other kinds of containers, they won't ever despawn, unless there was a bug that will make them despawn. But on that case, if you lose something very important, for example, an animal that you've captured and you are not able to retrieve it, you can always ask the developers for help, and they will retrieve what you've lost by using your save file. You need to send them the saved file for them to be able to help you. Okay, these elderberries, I don't need them. Here, okay, in the basic workshop you are able to craft many things. The advanced workshop you will be able to craft even more things than this. And I'm gonna make some storage containers, and I'd rather go with these ones than with these chests, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because these chests have way less space, less slots available for you to add things, like this one. As you can see, these ones have more slots. So for the huge amount of things that I got, it's better for me to have bigger containers. Little dog. I want to mention that, like in real life, some animals are passive, others are neutral, which means that they attack if if you attack them, and others will attack you on sight. These, of course, will run away from you. So I really have to throw things away. For now, I'm gonna actually throw this paper. You get tons of papers every time. And I could always get back here and bring the cows with me later, but I can do that now. pick back my arrows to save some. And I need one more slot. There's a slot in there. Okay. Of course you get back arrows, standard arrows, and not the tranquilizer arrows anymore. Like you did before. So you need to craft more tranquilizer formulas to add to the arrow tips. Okay, and let's ride this horse. Okay, it will help you, saving some time by making you travel faster. And here there's... yes, that's it. There's a bear trap. I kept stepping on bear traps when in my other gameplay, on my other save game. So what I do now is to crouch and destroy them, so they won't scare me with their noise once I step on them, and won't hurt me anymore. So we're about to spot other enemy. Now I'm gonna switch to the standard arrows. Don't use tranquilizer arrows on humanoids, because you won't be getting mutated DNA from them, only from mutants like the gorehounds, hellhounds, and other kinds of mutant animals. And this will drop for me a mutant heart, I mean a corrupted heart, and a crowbar. I need some space to put a crowbar in here. And the crowbar is really weak as a melee weapon, so I usually break this into steel ingots that are really more useful for me. The song gets a little crazy in this specific area sometimes, the music, so I can restart this. I can kind of restart the sound. Oh, he didn't fix it, but yes. Just in case I get back here, I won't be stepping on this. I'm gonna put here, let me see, the bagels can stay here, they restore really little, so... Oh, careful with the fire. And a Doberman, let's pick this up. Actually, I need to drop something else. I'm gonna consume this, really. It's fun. It's not letting me. What happened? Maybe it will work on another time. It usually works, but it's not working right now. Weird. I'll get back here eventually. Let me try something. Drop and pick up, okay. Will it work now? Yes, I have one slot left. Maybe if I reload the game, this will work. And also these arrows, oh, they actually work. It happens, you know. There's another raider in the distance. Make sure you kill them in the distance if you don't have a good melee weapon, because they can be kind of fast catching you. and I'm almost ending this episode. Next episode we will be finding out interesting things. And up here there's another enemy that you should be worried with or not. I usually go up those rocks so it won't catch me, but this one... okay. Oh, it just doesn't go up the rocks, which is great. Other enemies like rats will go up these rocks, so be careful.
I need bigger pockets for all this loot.
So let's draw up, let me think. Animal hides. Yeah, the music is going crazy. Right, and we will be checking this house in the next episode. There's a hot air balloon that you should catch to travel somewhere else, okay? And here, there are important locations here for you to explore and even more loot to grab. We'll be doing that next episode. Thanks a lot for watching and see you soon then.